brought the Demons back after being down 3-2. Thomas Marcella, 3 RBIs, tied it up. Harrison's home run, and then the Demons hold on in the ninth. And now we're joined by Northwestern State head coach Chris Bertrand. And Bert, you know, you talked all the year about this team fighting inning 1 through 9. Today was about fighting innings 19 through 27 on the weekend. Your team did that, big hits, big pitches. Basically what you've gotten most of the time at home during your career.
100%. And so I'm glad that we are able to discuss it and that those guys live up to that kind of reputation, so to speak, because you're exactly right in the way that it unfolds. I think that the biggest thing is we passed the test. Before the ball game, I talked to them about today being a test, and that it was going to test our mental toughness, and that it was going to test our pride, and it was going to test a lot of the characteristics and the pillars that we say that we are built upon. And when that gets tested, it's always fun to see the way in which they respond. We are well aware that that's not sexy baseball for 3 days, and we're well aware that we have some things that we have to go do. But if you continue to stay in the fight and you continue to exhibit a championship character of the men, then you can find yourself getting this little bit of a spark. And I hope that's what today ends up being for our guys.
Well, no one a bigger spark probably than Colton Harrison. He's been kind of fighting at the plate. Had a few games where he doesn't really look like himself. Comes off the bench, the big swing against Forshea, and on a day where we know the Bistro swallows balls up, you got to be a big boy to hit one out.
There's no doubt. And look, man, like, there's never a question about the talent. There's never a question about the competitive spirit. There's never a question in any of our guys, and especially Colton Harrison. And so what you see is that you see the character of the man and the things that he exhibits, right? Those guts, right? That we're always in the fight. Like all the things that we continue to say, to see some guys go up there and exhibit that, couldn't be happier for Colton in the way that I hope today is a spark for our team. I hope that that's a spark for Colton, and then we can continue to utilize his talents because he's capable of special things. And not just Colton, because I'm glad for Colton, but that's 2 pinch hits in a row, and Bryce Johnson with 2 strikes on a breaking ball, which something he's been working on, gets the ball through the hole for us to even have that opportunity, man. The guts and the fortitude that comes off of the bench for the team whenever they need it the most. Wow, man.
One Harry to another. Lucas Harrington comes in. Hey, by the way, Jacob LeBlanc, great job getting to that. You get a flare that hurts you. But Lucas Harrington comes back, an 0-2 pitch that doesn't go his way. Comes back, very next one, buries a slider to pick it up. His first save. Big to kind of capitalize and put a punctuation mark on what that bullpen did all weekend long.
Unbelievable job by the bullpen and those 2 guys specifically. But what I think is the most impressive is that early in the game, the runs that we gave up, right, to get them to where they were some self-inflicted wounds by some maybe not necessarily pitching to counts or some free bases, like those types of things. And for those guys to come in and block that out, block that noise of self-infliction out, and let it drop and hang whenever we need it the most, holy cow, man. And so unbelievable job of pitch execution by 2 men out of the bullpen, but more importantly, what they exhibit, now our team can really use that.
Well, Coach, go celebrate with your team, and we'll see you Tuesday night against Grambling.
Absolutely. Hey, Fork 'em Demons.
That was
Thank you, buddy.
Northwestern State head coach Chris Bertrand. So for Coach Bert, for James Stanfield, our talented ESPN Plus crew, this is Jason Pugh signing off from Natchitoches, Louisiana, where your final score, Northwestern State defeats Southeastern Louisiana 5-4. All games airing on the ESPN family networks are streaming and archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN.